No, it's a pleasure being back here at IMG Academy. It's tremendous to be back. This is my home away from home, a place where many amazing individuals continue to have a huge impact on my development as an athlete and as a person. So my name, as he said, is Zak Boggs, and my journey through life was really ignited here at IMG. You know, living, studying, playing soccer at the academy was an amazing platform for success as a student athlete in college, and has helped me to realize my dreams of competing professionally. So I'm here today to talk about your identity. So for a second, please ask yourself, who am I? Who are you? Now, athletes, like most people, would probably respond by saying what we do. We associate who we are with what we do. For example, I'm a professional soccer player. I get paid to do what I love, to run around in brightly colored, overpriced shoes and kick a ball with my friends. However, as athletes, our sport can become overly central to our identity. And this is an issue that I continually wrestled with. Now, as he said, from West Virginia, so growing up on the mean gravel roads in the hills of West Virginia, where the fields were so hilly that I couldn't see the players' heads on the other side, I associated with whatever sport that I was playing, whatever was in season. A pitcher, a point guard, a martial artist, a midfielder, I'm a marble shooter, because that's something in West Virginia. And as I grew up, I fell in love with soccer, and I devoted all my free time to the game. And without even realizing it, soccer became synonymous with who I was. I'd wear jerseys to school, soccer gear from head to toe, and I'd watch anything soccer I could find on TV. I was that soccer kid. I always had a ball, and I was always breaking things with it. And this isn't a sad story. I love the game, and I'm grateful that I still get to play every day. It's created many opportunities in my life that I wouldn't have had otherwise. But this is meant to provoke purposeful thought, to expand your sense of self, to gain perspective. IMG Academy mental conditioning coach David De Silva, he passed along a quote to me. He said, "What consumes your mind controls your life." What consumes your mind controls your life. And it's easy to adopt a perspective that can put the game first, especially going through the levels of sports today, at the youth level, with club, with high school, then on the collegiate ranks, and then into the pros. This progression, it demands increasing physical and mental performance. You set goals, plans are made to make your dreams come true, and internal pressure is created to achieve expectations. And looking back, soccer consumed my life. I was aware of my intense focus on the game, and I thought it was healthy. And my family, they did everything that they could to support me. They drive me 2 to 3 hours, a few times a week, just to go to practice, to get out of West Virginia, where football is king and there's limited opportunities for soccer. And like many of you probably still do, around Christmas time, travel hundreds of miles for that holiday soccer tournament. We'd pack into a car, we'd put our little Christmas tree on the dash, we'd string lights around, and we'd find creative ways to celebrate the holiday, all for me, the soccer kid. And as I grew in the game, as I progressed through the levels, my happiness in life, it became based on my performances on the field. Soccer became so central to who I was that if I didn't perform up to expectations, I devalued my sense of self-worth. I wanted so badly to make it, but I didn't know how. I didn't know the way, so I took all the advice that I was given, and I did everything that I could, and once I made it, I still had this sense of critical self-analysis. Competition was beyond anything I'd experienced before. It was really intense. And I began to let my mistakes fester. I began to concern myself with things outside of my control, like how someone else was doing, if my spot on the team was safe, if my coach liked me. Soccer consumed me. I began to loathe going to practice. I didn't have that same excitement that I'd once had when just thinking about the game. I lost my way, and I'd forgotten why I started playing in the first place. It was self-directed and self-consuming. But fortunately, some advice that I was given while here in high school at IMG would help shape how I approached my college years and subsequently thereafter. I was told that as a student athlete, there's 3 aspects of your life to focus on. You have your schoolwork, you have your sport, and you have your social life. And focusing on any one of those 3 would require sacrificing something from another. And so with that, I went to college to play soccer. But I also wanted to take advantage of my academic opportunities. I knew that I could not play forever, and that I need something to transition to. So, all my non-athletic time was spent on my academics. As far as I was concerned, the team was my social life. And from these academic endeavors, other personal interests began to develop. Additionally, I found that shifting my concentration away from the game allowed me to relax more, both on and off the field. So, these other endeavors, I started getting involved in volunteering. I volunteered at the Moffitt Cancer Center. I volunteered at the Shriners Children's Hospital at USF. And these proved tremendous outlets for me. They separated me from my self-directed thoughts and concerns. And I found that just a smile and a friendly encounter, it can go a long way for both parties. And I wanted to continue this after I was drafted to play in Boston. So I began volunteering at the Boston Children's Hospital in Dr. Moses' Cancer Research Lab, where I studied markers of pediatric cancer. And through science, I had found a balance in my life. Previously, I shied away from and denied this nerd classification. As athletes, we're supposed to be jocks. We're not supposed to promote an intelligent side. But little did I know that that would be a saving grace for me. After my preseason preparations here at IMG, I entered my 3rd year in Boston. And I was fit, I was ready to go, ready to make a bigger impact for the team. But it wasn't meant to be. A month into training, I suffered a severe ankle injury. I'd be out for 6 months. And the doctor said that I may never play again. And this was devastating to me. After all, I'm a professional soccer player. Fortunately, the team had a good rehab program, but I was still depressed. But it wasn't completely grim, though. As at that time, based on my academic and my volunteer work, I was offered a Fulbright Scholarship to study cancer cytogenetics and immunology, it's a mouthful, at the University of Leicester in England. And I thought, what a better way to rehab. And once I informed the team, they supported this rehab, although they noted that I wouldn't be available to play for the team again. So needless to say, the transition in England was extremely difficult. I focused on the phrase, be here now. I told myself, right now I'm a scientist. Yes, I get to play, and that's my goal. But I'm here to do research. Enjoy this, because you'll never be here again. And everything has a time, and I knew that then was not the time for soccer. And I'm so glad that I allowed another dimension of my identity to take priority. And in doing so, I matured. Additionally, less emphasis on the game allowed me to relax more while playing. And the English winter was from like October to April. It was really cold. It was so frigid that the fields froze. Literally, they froze. And I happened to see a flyer for futsal, and I began playing indoors. I played with students and faculty and just random people that I met. I made a lot of friends and had a lot of fun. I was even the leading scorer over there. And it instantly, I realized what I've been missing the past few years. So my message for you is, do not define yourself by a single dimension. You have to expand your interests to sharpen your sense of self. So thank you for your time today. I'm so happy to be back here, to be in Tampa Bay. I play up the road in St. Pete for the Rowdies. And I'm just happy to be where I want to be, doing what I love to do. So my name is Zak Boggs, and I'm a professional soccer player. I'm also a son, a friend, I'm a teammate, I'm an Eagle Scout, I'm a nerd, and I'm so much more than that. So I know who I am, so who are you? Thank you.